coverage as the 11-3, 24-5 overall Jets take on the 6-8 and 13-10 overall Bobcats. Well, we've already had a quick introduction of the ladies who will be on the floor first for South Georgia Tech. Let's give a little more in-depth look at the ladies who will be there. Milana Liente getting a starting 9. It is start number 17 for Liente, averaging 6 a game. Alexis DeZico, start number 27. She's averaging better than 14 a contest. Los Rosing, this is start number 15, averaging 3 a game. Her role is to run the floor. Fanta Gassama, who is averaging a double per night. And as far as starting roles are concerned, this is start number 19, and then Kamaya Hollenshed. I call her the professor of threeology because she's the lady that's going to rack it up from long range. At least that's the desire, coming in averaging 13 points per contest. Meanwhile, we take things and bring them to the other side of the floor and take a look at the ladies from East Georgia State that will be in the starting lineup, and they've already been introduced to the fans here on sophomore day and now on the floor, and there's a little different look as a result of it being sophomore day. Davis Holmes Rose in that starting lineup, getting her first start of the season. Booker and Lawrence will also be there to begin things for East Georgia State. So we put 10 minutes on the clock. We get the ladies on the hardwood, and we begin basketball here inside the gorgeous facility on the campus of East Georgia State. Opening possession tipped by Gassama into the hands of the Lady Bobcats. Specifically, it is Booker. Meanwhile, Davis running the point, works it out front, gives over into the left side. Booker with a drive, wide open underneath. 2 on the board for Nia Lawrence. Both teams coming in with an over 500 mark, 13-10 on the year are the Bobcats. Meanwhile, the Jets sporting a very impressive 24-5 mark, pulling the trigger on a 3, air ball from Liente. And it will be Bobcat basketball. Theo Howard, head coach at East Georgia State. And of course, James Frey, who's won many a ball game at South Georgia Tech. Over to Holmes, works her way to the elbow. Down low drive off the glass. Lawrence rebounded by Gassama. She'll do that about 12 times per contest. Rosing packs it out, gives over to Gassama. Of course, the Jets hoping to fine-tune prior to taking a trip up north to Rome, Georgia. Down low to DeZico. Reverses sides. Gassama with the put-back, and there's the first couple of points for the Jets. Davis top side, gives left side to Holmes. And in the paint, off the rim, dropped in for Rhodes. And Rhodes, by the way, is that sophomore who is getting her first start of the season today. Lobbed down low to Gassama. Looking over Rhodes, nothing there, kicks it to Rosing. Hollenshed lost the grip on it, would have put up a 3 had she not. Over to Gassama. She'll knock it down, get knocked down, have a chance for another. So an outstanding defensive play by Gassama, or offensive play. And now with an opportunity to tack on an additional 1. Gassama has been a key factor in the success of this Jet squad this season. And here we go again, misses, but then grabs the rebound and puts it up and in, does DeZico. So at the 7:47 mark of stanza number 1, Jets will grab their first lead of the game. Out of bounds off of Booker. Well, I mentioned the city of Rome here in the state of Georgia. That's the site of the semis and championship. And being a 1 or 2 seed means you don't worry about the quarterfinals. There are teams that are playing in the quarters, but it won't be the Jets, nor will it be the Chargers. Hollinshed with a miss from long range. Lawrence will grab it. So here's the last opportunity for the Jets to fine-tune before playing in the semis about 6 days from now. Down front it goes to Davis. Works it to the timeline on the right side and then fires into the corner. 3 ball, no good. And you're going to have a foul on Holmes. Reached around the backside of Rosing to try to tip away the round ball and committed the personal. .6-4 contest, inside 7 to play. A lot of sports going on today. Jackson State Community College and Walter State in men's and women's basketball up in Morristown, Tennessee. Chuck Sebastian's got that coverage. A little hand check will result in the foul on Booker. And also in Morristown, Rend Lake and Walter State baseball. Ryan Patel's got that one. And we're in touch with him. We'll tell you what's happening there, and they'll find out what's happening here. Gasama trying to lay it in with the left hand, could not, rolls out of bounds. Some still Jets basketball brought in from the baseline. Rosing to put it in play, does to Gasama. Nice feed back to Rosing on the floor with a dribble off the rim, no good. Rebound snagged by Booker. Out front it goes to Booker. Davis working her way to the timeline. Screen set by Holmes. Davis dipped in and out, but the rebound belongs to Lawrence. Dropped it in, committed the foul, and somebody, let's see who committed the personal. And that may be Gasama. And it'll have Lawrence at the line shooting. Back to a 1-point lead for East Georgia State, reclaiming the advantage. Briefly held by the Jets. Rosen giving it to Gasama, drives to the glass. And the lead doesn't last long for the Lady Bobcats, back into the hands of the Jets. Holmes picks up the dribble, shoots the 3-ball, rims out. Gasama will grab it. Hands it to Rosing. Spits it over to Liete. Into the corner to Zico, and Zico will walk with it before putting it on the floor. So the basketball back into the hands of the Bobcats. A sloppy start to this one, an 8-7 contest. Jets nearly halfway through the opening stanza. Lost by Holmes. Rosing's got it going the other way. Gets ahead of a pack, lays it up, lays it in. And the Jets will grab their largest lead to the corner at 3. Trying to tie it up with one shot, Davis. Rebound belongs to Booker. Back it goes to Davis. Jumper from outside of the paint over everything, but Lawrence able to get another board. She's been very successful on the boards early. Davis kicks it into the corner. Booker knocking down the three, and we're tied at 10. Rosing to Gasama to the Zico. Back to Gasama. Trying to create a little separation, trying to force it over the rim. Couldn't get it to fall. Holmes will grab it. Three from Holmes. Gasama with the rebound. Rosing pulls up at the stripe. Gasama with a board. She'll pop it for two. Almost a rarity these days. We have not had a substitution 6.5 minutes into the game. And there's no indication either team. Well, now you do get an indication somebody's coming in from the far sidelines, but not for the Jets. Zico with the board off the miss. Fantaliente for two. And Jets with their largest lead at 4. Timeout on the floor. It is asked for by the Bobcats. Jets grabbing the advantage early. 3:18 left to play. Quarter number 1. .318 left to play here in quarter number 1. I mentioned it is sophomore day. The Lady Bobcats will recognize the sophomores on their team, which won't take long. I'm looking at the roster. And there aren't many, most of them freshmen. So the halftime ceremonies will probably take less than a couple of minutes. But sophomores honored here at East Georgia at halftime. Whip down low. Rebounded by Liente. Just outside of the paint, Zico picking up her first pair of points. But actually, that may be her second bucket. 4 points total in the game for Zico, as the lead will go to 6. Delandra Rose now in for the Bobcats. Also Shania Felton in. And for the Jets, a couple of substitutions. Liente coming out and Laurie Calixte in. Also Cameron James has checked in. And Fanta Gasama going to the sidelines. And I see Maya Simmons, or Micaiah Simmons rather, over the scorer's table getting ready to come into the ball game. Won't happen right now though, because she is coming in from Rosing. Rosing just got fouled. And we'll head to the stripe. Trying to add to a 6-point contest. Rosing a 40% free throw shooter. Averages 3 points a game, but there again, as I mentioned in the pregame, her job is not to score. Now, granted, coach would love her to drop in those free throws, but her job to run the floor. Her scoring's a bonus. Felton with it out front. Puts up the 3, short. Batted in the air. Nice block by James. And is Felton able to get it back? Sends it into the corner. The steal by Zico. Quickly to the other end of the floor and lays it in. Davis, top of the key. Calixte defending. Fires into the corner. From the elbow, Rhodes off the backboard. Battle for the board. Got a couple of Bobcats and a Jet mixed in. Jump ball doesn't go to the team, though, that, has more hands on the ball. It's the team that's got the possession arrow, which does in this particular case happen to be the team that had more hands on the ball. So the Bobcats bring it in from the baseline. There is contact, and you got a walk. Well, I thought for a moment the official was going to call the offensive. Instead, it is a walk. Kaya Simmons running the point, Rosing to the sidelines, brings it to the glass. It is blocked by Lawrence. Felton working into the other end of the floor, short on the shot, batted into the air. Battle for the loose ball, and finally James has got it, but did she kind of slide a little bit while seated? She did. And it'll be a travel charge. Inside a minute to play here in quarter number one. Put in play to Lawrence. Boy, that long wingspan of James. She didn't even leap. She just stuck her hands up and blocked the shot of Lawrence. Simmons with Felton defending, reaches around, tips it away. Davis able to take it. Simmons trying to get it back. There's a timeout on the floor, and it's asked for by East Georgia State. So with a pause in the action, we break two. Less than a half minute to play in quarter one. I'm going to say a big thank you to Theo Howard there, the coach at East Georgia State, because if it were not for that gentleman putting his username and password in the computer to gain access to the internet, I'd get to hear me call the play-by-play, but nobody else would. I'd get to watch the game, but nobody else would, so thanks to Coach Howard. Calixte with a miss. Lawrence rebounds, gives to Felton. Loose after the miss. And let's see who committed the foul. Boy, an easy lay-in for Booker, but couldn't get it to drop. And I think we got 0.5 seconds remaining in the first. But apparently we've hit 5 fouls, so somebody's going to be shooting the bonus. So the officials confer with one another and decide it's time to trot this into the floor and put Simmons at the stripe and shoot some free throws. Simmons is a pretty good free throw shooter, 74%. As a team, Jets shoot 67%. Put in play, and the quarter is over. Jets have doubled up on the Bobcats through one. 10-point lead, 10 minutes into the game. Hey, don't forget, we'd love to have you as a friend and follower on Facebook and Twitter at Jock Jive on Twitter, Jock Jive Sports on Facebook. Got an Instagram account too. And you can look us up under Jock Jive there as well. Keep you updated on everything we're doing, scores, schedules, highlights, and more. Susanna Yepes checking into the lineup. We head into stanza number 2. A reminder at halftime, we will air the conversation with Dr. John Wadford, the president at South Georgia Tech. So check that out at halftime. In play to Simmons as we get quarter number 2 underway. The lob, James off the glass. Over goes to Davis. Fed down low to Lawrence. Nothing there. Davis. Quickly to Felton. Ball coughed up. Hollinshed's got it. Yepes. 3-ball, no good. Tipped out, race to retrieve, and stepping out with it is Felton. So the Jets will have possession, bringing in from the far sidelines. Raquana Drayton coming in for the Bobcats. And meanwhile, got a little moisture on the floor. So as a result, Kamaya very adept at putting up the threes and making sure folks don't trip and fall, or slip and fall, I guess would be the more appropriate terminology on some moisture. Thrown away by Simmons. Trying to get it into the corner to Hollinshed. .2010 contest, 9:11 left to play here in quarter number 1. Booker driving to the paint. Over goes to Holmes, puts up the perimeter 2. Rimmed out, rebounded by Yepes. Kicks it over to Calixte. Yepes trying another 3. That's an air ball. And the Jets struggling a bit from behind the arc. I don't think we've had one made from long range. As a matter of fact, just 1 3 thus far in the game. And that was a Bobcat that dropped it in. Davis at the timeline. Out front it goes to Drayton. Tipped away by Simmons, able to retrieve it. I don't know that Davis had to worry about keeping it on one side of the floor. She thought she did, but it had been tipped by Simmons and gave it away. Off the glass for Lawrence. Tipped out of bounds. Jets will have it. They'll bring it in from the far sidelines. Inside 8 to play, half number 1. Davis with a lob to James. Threw it away. Holmes on the other end of the floor. Missed, and Yepes grabs it. Calixte quickly to Simmons. Back over to Calixte, fires the 3. Yepes with a board, and she will walk. So we're 2.5 minutes into the second stanza and have 4 points to each. It was 20-10 after 1. It is 22-12. 2.5 minutes into 2. Davis trying to get the handoff to Ayana Robinson. It will go out of bounds. Ten-point Jets lead, 7:10 to play, half number 1. Over goes to James, gives to Calixte. Drives, lays it up, lays it in. Little lean in by Calixte. Davis over to Drayton. Nice speed, just sucked into defenders. Fan it over to Lawrence. Lawrence lays it in. Still a 10-point game. Liete on the sidelines getting ready to come into the game, blocked by Lawrence. And let's see who leaves with Liete coming in. That is Hollenshed who will exit. So now every starter's been given a break. Hollenshed the last of the 5. As Liete checks in, 6:28 to play, half number 1. Fenton to James. Mini skyhook, not there. Drayton with the board. Trying to get rid of it. James committed the foul. So Cameron James will pick up the personal. The 2 and 3 teams in the conference battling it out here in Swainsboro. Drive to the glass. Lawrence with a miss. Simmons has it going the other way. Over to Calixte. Open for the 3 ball. Dips it in and out. Calixte able to get it back. Out front it goes to Simmons. Got a feeling Coach Frey may have thought on that particular play, or at least I did, that Lawrence nearly tackled James. Drayton with a miss on the 3. Yepes getting it over to Liete. And she'll get fouled, bringing it into the paint. Liete shooting. She is a 63% free throw shooter. And she'll try one more. Misses both. And again, both teams struggling at the stripe. It stays a 10-point game. Got a couple of teams that combined averaged nearly 140 points. Thrown away by Lawrence. Liete's got it. But thus far, you got a total of 38. Simmons with a drive off the glass, not there. Rebounded by Malia Carl, who is now in. Handed to Davis, has it top of the key, inside 5 to play, half number 1. Great back turn to Calixte, over to Davis. Right turn into the paint, feeds to Lawrence. Off the glass for 2. Liete off on the 3 try. Drayton and back into Liente's hands. Brings this one a lot closer. The miss, rebounded by Carl. From the elbow. Lawrence and Yepes tie up rather. And the possession arrow will keep it on this end of the floor. Gassama and DeZico in. Yepes and James go out for the Jets. .407 to play here in half number one. My apologies for a little raspy voice. Didn't know it was raspy until started doing a little basketball. Davis trying to ricochet off the Zico. There is a foul on the putback attempt. Foul committed by Calixte. And it's a 6-point game. DeZico's got it. Sends it over to Gassama. And Gassama lays it in from the left side. When is the last time the Jets went a half without a three? Well, we're 3.5 away from the end of the first half, and they are three-less. Two-shot foul. It is Gassama that committed the personal. Well, a trip to the free throw line ago, this lady was 2 for 2. This is the first of 2. And we'll take one more. 0 for 2, but the rebound belongs to the Bobcats. Spin underneath off the glass and good for Carl. Back to a 6-point game. James on the sidelines, ready to check into the game. Mame Tiao will come in too. Over to Liente, nearly lost into the timeline, able to get it back. Feeds to DeZico. Pulls up from inside the stripe, off the rim. Bobcats basketball with an opportunity to cut more so into the 6-point lead. Davis whips it into the paint. Holmes fades away. Liente with the rebound. Over to Calixte. Gassama's got Liente open for the three. Puts it up off the rim. Holmes with the board and gives to Davis. Carl with a miss on the three. Saved by the Bobcats. Liente able to come up with a loose ball. Got the numbers on the trip down. Liente to one side, Calixte to the other. Off the rim, no good. Gassama with it. Brings it back to the glass. Holmes with the board. And that'll go out of bounds and be Jets ball. Tiao in, James in. Gassama and DeZico to the sidelines. And Gassama has been the workhorse here in the first half. She's the difference maker in the first roughly 18 minutes of the game. Simmons walking it to the right side. Over to Liente. Swings it down to James. Tee out gives to Simmons. Shot clock into single digits. Simmons floats into the glass for a pair. Eight-point Jets lead. Long range three, Felton no good. James with a rebound. And let's see, we got a foul. We do. And will be charged to 13, for whom we have no name in our roster. Simmons with it out front. And by the way, that three dry spell now at 19 minutes. Liente able to get it back after losing it into the corner. Simmons puts up the perimeter two, rims out. Lawrence grabs it, Davis takes it, and you got a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it on this end of the floor. And by the way, our clock I see has stopped. We're sending data from the other side of the floor to the cloud and then back down here to earth. And apparently somewhere along the line that got disrupted. 43 seconds remain in the half. Calixte over to Simmons, off the glass for two. Well, hopefully we'll get that back. There we go. A little sputtering, but I think we got our time back. And there's a foul down low. It is committed by Lawrence. Actually, I'm a little surprised that we are getting the data as consistently from the scoreboard. The internet, from the standpoint of what we have to be able to bring the data to the cloud and back to us, is suspect. Liente giving it to Simmons. Feeds to James, off the glass. Fire to the other end of the floor and comes up about 8 to 10 feet short, and that will bring us to halftime. Not a first half that either coach, I think, is going to be particularly pleased with, but Jets are thankful they got the lead at the half. Got it by 12. It is halftime. When we come back, a conversation with Dr. John Watford. Well, there you got the brain thrust. Coach is pondering how to add to a 12-point lead at halftime. It is a 32-20 advantage. Jets lead it. And I think Coach would concede that they have not played their best ball in half number one, but they've got the lead. And that's how you like it at the half. 32-20, South Georgia Tech. Our halftime guest, Dr. John Watford. Here's that conversation with Dr. Watford. It is definitely an honor to have with us as our halftime guest, Dr. John Watford, who's the president of South Georgia Tech. Dr. Watford, how are you?
I'm doing great, Robert. I hope you're doing well, too.
I am doing good as well. Before we talk about South Georgia Tech, I want to talk about John Watford. I mean, give us a little background on Mr. Watford. Are you a Georgia native? How did you wind up in Americus?
I am a Georgia native. I grew up in Fort Valley, been in Americus all of my adult life, came to school here at Georgia Southwestern State University. And I've been worked at Metalux, Cooper Lighting and here in Americus, and came here to South Georgia Tech in January of 1990. So next month I'll be celebrating my 32nd year here at South Georgia Tech, and have really enjoyed being president going on 6 years. But just love the community, love Southwest Georgia, and couldn't think of a better place to live and have a career.
Now you are a tall guy, so I'm gonna stereotype. I mean, did you play some basketball?
You know what? I played a lot of basketball in the backyard, but the Lord blessed me with height and no athletic talent. And I actually got my height my senior year in high school. It's like I actually have, one of those situations where one summer I don't know how many inches I grew, but basketball is one of those skills, like everything, you've got to get started young. And I didn't realize I had that height until it was probably too late to start developing those skills, those ball handling skills and all the basketball strategy. Basketball is an interesting sport, man. There's a lot to it. And the height advantage is definitely a factor, but as I'm sure you well know, that there's a lot more to it than just having that height advantage. But no, I did not play basketball.
Well, indeed, I've been watching it for a while, and I still don't even have a grasp on any of the intricacies where basketball is concerned. You're a big basketball fan, though, especially of the Jets and Lady Jets. It is frequent that I will see you sitting in the stands watching a basketball game. Is that something, that love of the game, something that has developed over the course of time, or was it there to begin with?
I tell you, it developed here at South Georgia Tech. I was a casual basketball fan up until a few years ago, and because of what I saw coming out of our students who were in the athletic program, who were in Jets and Lady Jets basketball, as an educator, I realized the value of it and began to go to the games out of support for them, and the love for it began to nurture itself. And the same thing with my wife. My wife was never interested in basketball until about 5 or 6 years ago, and she started coming to the games with me. And I think she's as big or bigger fan than I am now. And I have to sometimes when she gets a little into the game and wants to accuse the referees of not making a fair call, I have to squeeze her knee and say, let's just keep smiling and then moving forward. It's not important enough to get anybody upset with us. But yeah, we really enjoy watching Jets and Lady Jets basketball.
What does a successful athletic program mean to a college like South Georgia Tech?
I tell you, that is a question that I get asked a lot by people who very genuinely want to know, what does it mean to a college whose mission is workforce education? We're not like a four-year university that has a liberal arts mission. And to answer the question, it is profound, the effect it has on South Georgia Tech. Just briefly, I mean, there's no way we can get the national recognition that we get without our teams going to Kansas and Texas, Lubbock, Texas, as many times as they have for national tournaments. And of course, the publicity that comes with having a successful team or teams. Jay Crowder is one of our alums, and he has played for, I believe, just about every NBA team in the NBA. But he is a household name among most basketball fans who follow professional sports, and that has gotten our name in the Associated Press and on ESPN. And you just cannot buy that kind of marketing any other way. That's just one of the many ways it provides our students. South Georgia Tech is unique because we have residence life. We have residence halls on campus. And so students expect a complete college experience when they come to South Georgia Tech. And because we have these athletic programs, they get to have that rounded, complete college experience, because they have a mascot and a team and somebody to cheer for. And fortunately, good teams that are competitive in the region and statewide and even nationally.
Where any institution is concerned, obviously you want enrollment, because that does help fund. I mean, the bottom line is too that you got to have the resources financially to fund such a facility. The fact that you've got a high school that is now directly across the street from South Georgia Tech, is that a plus from that perspective? As far as, I mean, I know it's very early, but do you anticipate seeing an increase in enrollment due to the fact that those students see South Georgia Tech on a day-to-day basis?
Absolutely. We really hope that they feel like we're just an extension of their campus, or maybe their campus is an extension of ours, however you want to look at it. But we would love to, and our intention and hope is that they would view us, just like you said, to be able to come across the street when they complete their high school education, and sometimes even while they're working on their high school education through dual enrollment opportunities. I don't know if you've had a chance to view it yourself, but they have 2 beautiful new gyms there. And when I told Coach Frey about it, who's also our athletic director, he said, that's going to open some doors for tournaments or something like that in the near future, this being right across the street. So there's a lot of opportunity there. And we're so glad to have our new neighbors across the street in Sumter County High School.
I did not think about the athletic facilities there. I'm sure James Frey's, that wheel was spinning in the back of his head as
Always.
far as.
Yeah.
You as a president, I'm assuming anyone that takes over any business, or in this particular case, a college, you come in with some things that you would like to achieve over the course of your tenure there. What are some of the things that you have achieved that maybe make you most proud, and the things that you still see in the future for South Georgia Tech?
The thing that the legacy that I want to leave is people. We have our credit graduation this evening, and I look so forward to seeing students not only complete their educational goals here at South Georgia Tech, but we provide education for a purpose, and that purpose is to get a career that's an enjoyable career, and a career that will provide a very strong income for individuals to support their families. And I see that happening a lot. Yes, I do have a vision that we expand our residence halls. I would love to see us increase 3-fold the number of beds that we have for residence students, so we can provide more students with that complete college experience. Even though that our enrollment is down a little bit because of the COVID situation, our dorms remain full. So that tells us that people want to come to school and take advantage of that residence life opportunity. So that's part of it as well. And the third thing that I'm really looking forward to is expanding our partnerships. One of the things that makes South Georgia Tech unique is we have partnerships with business and industry. And our flagship partnerships right now are Caterpillar and John Deere. We've been partners with Caterpillar for over 20 years and John Deere for about 7 or 8 years. And we serve their we train their technicians for dealerships all across the southeastern United States, and the residence halls provide that opportunity. But we want to reach out to more business and industry to be able to provide that type of partnership to strengthen their workforce. And I know you've probably seen the CAT guys and the John Deere guys come in to some of the games when they support our players, and it's really fun to watch them sit as a group and get into it and have fun along with everybody else. It's just a great opportunity.
Dr. John Watford, president of South Georgia Tech, great to have you with us at halftime. And thank you, too, because, I do believe that an atmosphere, for the lack of a better word, starts at the top. And the atmosphere at South Georgia Tech is definitely fan and family friendly. It's a pleasant atmosphere at South Georgia Tech. And we appreciate what you do to make that happen.
Well, thank you, Robert. And let me say thank you to you and Jock Job. Y'all guys, y'all give an opportunity for a lot of our South Georgia Tech fans to see the games, the away games, and even a lot of the home games when they can't get out or when they can't come to the away games. it's a wonderful service that you provide. So thank you for such a great service that you provide for us.
Thank you so much. Dr. John Wadford, thanks for being with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It is halftime here, and at the half, Coach Theo Howard, head coach for the Lady Bobcats, is recognizing the sophomores at East Georgia. Halftime, a 32-20 advantage that belongs to the Jets. It was 20-10 Jets after one, so you can see that the second stanza was not a particularly productive one. But the good news is, if you're a Jet fan, is that you got more points than they did in the second stanza. So the lead is built by a smidge. It's a 32-20 halftime advantage. We are roughly 5 minutes away from the start of second half action. I think we've got an expanded half as they are recognizing sophomores here, so we will be back in just a moment.
You an athlete looking to play at the next level? With players and teams all across the Southeast, United teams compete regionally and nationally in Showcase Series, Perfect Game, and PBR events. Visit UnitedBaseball.org, and you could be next. United Baseball Organization, where the focus is always on you.
Halftime 32-20 advantage, Lady Jets with a lead. It's the season finale. After this one, it's off to the quarterfinals for some teams in the GCA. For the Jets and for the Chargers, it's off to the semis. And then obviously everybody trying to get to the championship. All of that coming up next weekend in Rome, and we'll be there with a live coverage on Friday and Saturday. Here it is halftime in the season finale, the regular season finale, a 32-20 advantage. And let me too say condolences to Raquana Drayton, who was recognized in our halftime event here honoring sophomores. As a matter of fact, it's that lady right there. Apparently, from what I'm understanding, she lost her mom this week. And I think the funeral has not yet taken place. So obviously some very fresh wounds for that young lady, and condolences to she and the family. 32-20 halftime advantage, Jets.
You made it. You went further than even you believed. You took your friends, your teammates, teachers, and coaches. You needed Dad, but Mom was there through it all. See, you didn't do it alone. It took a united effort. It also took you. United Baseball is a full-time organization focused on development and advancement of athletes. If you're a high school-age baseball player with a desire to play at the next level, you could be next. Log on to UnitedBaseball.org to learn more.
Halftime as we near the end of the recognition of sophomores here at East Georgia State. It is a 32-20 halftime advantage. Clock was stopped at the 4:46 mark here to kind of indicate how close we were getting to near the end of the half, but obviously we are less than 4 minutes away from the start of half number 2. Should be just around the bend. We're one more break away. A quick reminder that we'd love to have you as a friend and or follower on Facebook and Twitter, at Jock Jive on Twitter, Jock Jive Sports on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram too, at Jock Jive. Got Chuck Sebastian up in Morristown, Tennessee, handling basketball, so we should be hearing shortly how Jackson State and Walter State are doing. Mayan Patel is also up in Tennessee for Ren Lake and Walter State baseball, so we should have some scores from up in that neck of the woods momentarily. Here, there is your score, 32-20 at the half. Here's the 7 guy. Right up the middle, base hit, back-to-back base hit. Starter with a double. The single from Cumbie coming to the plate and tagged down at home. We see the Lady Jets back onto the hardwood getting ready for second half action. They have put some additional time on the clock, so we have an extended halftime. Apparently, if the existing time on the clock is how much time we've got before we tip it off again, we've got about 5.5 minutes. So that gives me an opportunity to take a look at some of the stuff coming up on Jock Jive. Let's take a look at the next 7 days. Of course, I mentioned in Tennessee, got Walter State, Jackson State basketball, Walter State, Ren Lake baseball going on this afternoon. Tomorrow, Edison and Georgia Military College softball, Ren Lake and Walter State baseball. Monday, Wallace Hansville, Gadsden State basketball. Wednesday, Pensacola State, Coastal Alabama North softball. Andrew College and South Georgia Tech men's basketball. Thursday, Southwest Mississippi, Coastal Alabama East softball, Baton Rouge, Coastal Alabama South softball, Bevel State, Gadsden State men's basketball. Next Friday, we start the GCAA Women's Basketball Championships and the TCAA Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. And a week from today, those championships continue, as well as baseball, Nunez and Coastal Alabama North, all coming up on Jock Jive. And of course, you can go to the homepage of Jock Jive and check out the media player and find out there exactly what awaits here on Jock Jot. It is halftime, 32-20. Jets with the lead. Halftime, 32-20, the advantage. One top 25 college women's basketball game. It is number 7 Baylor with a 6-4 lead over TCU. And that's very early, obviously, in the game. Top 25 men's action. 7th ranked Baylor leading TCU 71-54, 3:05 to play. Number 12 Illinois over number 19 Michigan State, 79. Make that 72-69, a minute 38 to go. With a minute 37 to play, 24th ranked UConn leading Xavier, 66-56. 13:58 to play in the game. 11th ranked Texas Tech, a 35-34 lead over number 20 Texas. And the first half is over. Number 4 Kentucky leading number 25 Alabama, 47-46. .22-20 advantage Jets as we get ready for second half action and extended half, as East Georgia State took the opportunity to recognize their sophomores here in the regular season finale. Bobcats will have possession of the basketball as we get second half action underway. And looking at the 5 on the floor for the Lady Jets, it's the same 5 that started the game. Rosen, Liete, Buzico, Hollenshed, and Gassama. Davis, 3 ball no good. Loose ball, Gassama gets it, sends it over to Hollenshed, and Liete will bring it the rest of the way down. Liente with a drive for 2. Well, a rarity, and we're going to see how far this goes. That's the Jets without a 3. Did not have a 3, if memory serves me correct, in half number 1. From the top of the key. Home shot misses. And let's see what the foul is. It's on DeZico. So a push by DeZico. And she will pick up her first personal. Jets grab their largest lead of the game to begin the second half. There's a 3. Second one of the game for the Bobcats. Rosen kicks it over to Liente. Reaching around from the backside. Booker steals it, lays it in. It's a single-digit advantage for the Jets. Liente working it out front, hands to Rosen. And there's a timeout on the floor. And it is asked for by the Jets. And you know that when Coach Frey calls a timeout this quickly, they're not talking about where they're going to eat pizza after the game. Saw something he did not like. And it was probably something he didn't like from the first half. And decided now's a good time to talk about it. Brought in from the sidelines by the Jets. Inbounds handled by Rosen to DeZico. Sends it into the corner. Liente, the recipient of the toss, but foul. Meaning DeZico was the recipient of the foul prior to the toss into the corner. Rosen getting rid of it out front to Liente. Over to Rosen, who's got it top of the key. Hollenshed looking for that first 3 ball. No good. Gasama with it. It won't drop. Lawrence coming out with the ball. Gasama tips it. DeZico takes it. Lawrence reaches in, and it is going to be a jump ball with the possession arrow in favor of the Jets. Nine-point advantage. It's been as much as 14. Great rotation. DeZico just missed the money. Gasama able to get it back. Puts it up with the left hand. No good. DeZico with the board. Over to Liente. Down low, Gasama. Lays it up, lays it in. Bucket counts. There's a foul, too, and Gasama will shoot. Punt to Gasama. After the foul on Carl. Caps off a three-point play opportunity, extends the lead to 12. That is Carl, perimeter 2, no good, tipped out of bounds. DeZico touched it last, Bobcats will have it. I understand there's baseball going on here on the campus of East Georgia State today, and tomorrow it will be softball. And I mentioned thanks to Theo Howard, the basketball coach, because he actually got us access to the internet, but obviously I thank you to Chuck Wimberly for allowing the place to watch the game, and definitely all the folks there at South Georgia Tech. Coach Frey, Terry, all the staff that do such a tremendous job at promoting the Jets and the basketball program and being outstanding ambassadors for the school. They certainly put a good face on South Georgia Tech. Booker shooting after the foul committed by Rosing. It is the first on Rosing. Booker, a 50-50 free throw shooter. And that's what she did. Went 1 for 2. Liante giving it to Rosing. Rosing backing it out to near midcourt. Coach Frey with instructions for the sidelines. Over to Liante. Trying to get Hollenshed open for a 3. Gassama taking on Lawrence. Got the look, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Holmes. Over to Davis. Lob down low, Lawrence off the glass. Back inside 10. Over goes to Zico, lobs to Gassama. Perfect pass, but tipped away. Gassama gets it back. Over to Liante. Rosing's got it out front, puts up the 3, rims out. Gassama with a board. Rosing tipped away on the reach around by Booker, but Booker committing the foul. That is foul number 3 on Booker. Jets bring it in for the baseline. Carl coming out of the game, but Booker, who's got the 3 personal, stays in at least for the moment. Into Gassama, hands it to Rosing. Ball knocked away. Boy, Booker's got him by the leg. Jump ball called, though. And possession arrow pointing to the other end of the floor. Rosing coming out of the game. Simmons checking in. Holmes brings it to the charity stripe. Shot is short, but there is a whistle and foul. And that'll be charged to Simmons. That's her second personal. Holmes will shoot. Kaya Simmons picking up her second personal. And these Bobcats get a little closer, a 7-point game. Simmons bringing it down low. Back door closed, gives to Cameron James, who is now in. Liante with the drive, off the glass and good for Liante. Davis with Liante defending, puts up the 3 ball. She rings it in. It's a 6-point game. Inside 5 minutes to play, quarter number 3. James out front with it. Got to get rid of it soon. Puts it on the floor. Avoids a time violation. Gassama. She'll walk. Susanna Yepes checking in. Gassama going to the sidelines. 4.5 left to play in the third stanza, and it's a 6-point game with a chance to make it a 1-possession contest. Depending on shot selection, Holmes, no good. Batted around, loose ball. Holmes has it. Over goes to Davis, puts up the 3 ball, rims out. James wraps it up. And she'll throw it away. So we stay on this end of the floor. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. Corner number 3. And that 3-point shot dry spell now in 26 minutes. Inside 4 to play, corner number 3. Simmons with a drive, swatted away by Holmes. Jets still in possession of the basketball. They'll bring it in from the baseline. It is lobbed out to Yepes. James kicking into Simmons, puts up the perimeter 2. Short on the shot, rebounded by Lawrence. Hands it over to Davis. That's a long 2, not long enough. Holmes there for the putback. A 14-point lead dwindles to 4. Over to Liente, gives to Yepes. There's a rocket that's too hot to handle for James. Bobcats with the basketball, looking to make it a 1-possession game. And it's lost out of bounds. And the Jets will have it. Bobcats spending the better part of the third, taking a pretty big bite out of what was once a 14-point Jet lead. Simmons working into the left side, over to Liente. She'll drive, put up the shot, gets fouled. So a frustrated Liente will go to the line. Liente, a 63% free throw shooter, 6 points a game. For the freshman, starting her 17th game of the year today. I believe the men today of South Georgia Tech are up in Rome, Georgia, playing Georgia Highlands. I think that game is today. Big contest. Couple of big games for the Jets. Davis, short on the shot. Yepes with a rebound. Kicks it over to Simmons. Fires over to Liete. Pass left open for the three. Rims out. Too strong with the toss. Liete able to steal it. Pass got the look. James got hammered. Well, good to hear Dave Elder, or see the Dave Elder. I guess I didn't really hear the Dave Elder is in the audience. I saw that he's in the audience. Sitting on the 7th floor, I'm sure today is a day that you're probably out on the balcony. Sitting next to the fire table. You know, the one with the GCAA emblem. We'll see Dave next week. He will come down out of his ivory tower and join us in Rome, Georgia. And I'll try to get my voice back by then. Swatted away by Yepes, but committed the foul too. But no, I haven't made that many trips to Swainsboro, Dave. A few basketball games, a couple of baseball games. And I think that's been basically it. Gorgeous campus. And as a matter of fact, my travels took me through the middle part of town for the first time ever. And all the trips over here, never through the mid part of town, but a quaint community. Well, do we get a lane violation or a foul? Apparently a lane violation on Simmons. Meaning another opportunity for Brianna Sims. One minute, 15 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. On a game that's been extended a little bit. Compliments of sophomore day. And the extra opportunity pays off, turns into another point. Holmes coming into the game. Lawrence will go out. And yeah, you got South Georgia Tech and Georgia Highlands in men's basketball later on. And at this moment, Georgia Highlands, Central Georgia Tech. Georgia Highlands with a 48-28 lead, 8:17 to go in the game. We're back to a 4-point contest. (43-39), 37 seconds left in the third. Liete couldn't get it over the rim. Yepes over to Simmons. Liete putting up the three. Batted into the air. Hollenshed gets it. And you had a horn. That was the 30-second clock, but it hit the rim. So the clock should have reset. And the officials realize such. It'll be the Jets bringing it in from the baseline. And I don't know that stopping play is such a bad thing for the Jets. Gives them an opportunity to set up a play with 5 seconds remaining in the third. Not much time for Yepes. Throws it away. Third is over. And 4 points separate the two. Well, this is turning into a very important game for the Jets. If you're the Jets and you don't win the conference championship, you're looking at an at-large bid. And if you want an at-large bid, we sure don't need a loss today to East Georgia State. It has been a while since the Jets have gone 3 quarters without a 3. 30 minutes into the ball game, and not one from long range has dropped in. It's a 43-39 game. And what was a 12-point lead after 2, it turned into a 14-point lead, is now down to 4. Simmons, rebounded by James, turns around, puts up the perimeter 2, rims out. Holmes, no good. James trying to clear the board, and you'll get a jump ball. Brought in from the baseline by Davis with 9:27 left to play here in the game. Now it goes to Felton. Robinson back over to Felton. Thought about the 3. Puts it on the floor. Nice feed off the glass for 2. It's a 2-point game with plenty of time to go. Tipped away from the backside. Davis's jumper off the rim. Tipped into the air, loose ball. And finally, James able to wrap it up. Sends it over to Simmons. Opposite side of the floor, Liete for 2. Three off the rim. James has it taken away. Holmes drops it in for 2. Liete kicking it to Yepes, fires the 3. Liete able to get it back, puts it up and puts it in. Well, at half number 1, it was Gassama, the big gun. Half number 2, it's been Liete. Trying to put a little breathing room between the Jets and the Bobcats. And still a ton of time left in this one. Well, they were about to give Liana a couple of free throws after making the bucket. Laurie Calixte checking into the lineup. Out will go Liete. And Liete certainly has been the difference in the game here in half number 2 for the Jets. She will get a breather. Bobcats with the basketball. Davis over to Holmes. Works it into the paint. Spins off the glass. And let's see what the stoppage in play is about. It is a shot clock adjustment down to 25. Put in play to the Zico. Tries to slide through a couple of Bobcat defenders, gets fouled. Let's see which of the two did it. Holmes, the guilty party. And Zico will go to the stripe. We have not seen her there much today. An 80% free throw shooter. One of two, Lawrence with a board. Davis pulls up from outside of the paint. Off the rim, Holmes another try. That'll be swatted out of bounds and belong to the Bobcats. A 4-point lead, 7:14 to go. Brought in from the baseline by the Bobcats. Holmes wide open down low, drops it in. It's a bucket difference again. And a foul called on Holmes. That'll be the third on Holmes. Inside 7 to play. Put in play to the Zico. Drives off the glass, not there. Rosie tips it, the Zico retrieves it. Down it goes to Gassama. Off the glass. Davis working into the right side. 3-ball en route. It's a 1-point game. Reaching in, taking it away is Felton. Holmes. Off hands. Rosing, then Felton. Over to Davis, shoots the 3. DeZico's got it. And she'll get fouled. If it is by Holmes, that's 4. And it is Holmes. A 1-point game with 6 minutes to play. DeZico with the drive, off the glass. Davis on the opposite side of the floor. Carl setting the screen. Lobbed over to Felton, shoots the 3. We're tied at 53. Zico feeds it over to Gassama. Rosing It's short. Gasama able to grab it. And the foul committed by Carl. .53 all, 5 minutes to go. Gasama, 65% free throw shooter. Just under 10 points a game, right at 12 rebounds a game. And Gasama breaking the 53 all-time. This game is huge for the Jets. Well, what do you call here? Gasama faked everybody out. And apparently not only Bobcats, but Jets stepped into the paint and did so early. But if you're the Jets and you lose this one, you've almost got to win the conference championship. It would be a major blow to getting an at-large bid. Gasama feeding into Simmons, puts up the 3 ball, rims out. It will go out of bounds. Bobcats a 1-point lead. And I'll give it to Robinson. Booker working away to the right side. Drops it in, got fouled too. And has an opportunity for 3. Bobcats, their biggest lead of the game at 4. Calixte going to the sidelines. Liete checking in. Simmons to the Zico. Slides through the defenders, in and out. Got the loop, couldn't get it to fall. Felton walking into the right side. Puts up the 3. Short. Rebounded by DeZico. Lawrence ties her up, and the possession arrow takes us to the other end of the floor. Three minutes, 28 seconds to go. Liete. DeZico lobs to Gasama. Another great look, just couldn't get it to fall. The last 2 trips were very makeable. Fed over to Robinson, short on the shot, Gasama. Felton trying to take it away, and you got a foul called on Felton. Well, one official indicated a jump ball, the other a foul. If it's a foul, we go to the other end and shoot. And that's where we're headed. Big free throws for Gasama. Gasama makes it a single possession game. And now makes it a 2-point contest. Felton with a trip to the Bobcat into the floor. Over to Robinson. Felton rims the three out. Gasama will grab it. Kicks it over to Simmons. Liete into the corner. Hollinshed. First three of the game. And the Jets take the lead back. Timeout on the floor. Bobcats. The Jets, who were thirsting for threes, get one, reclaim the lead. 59-58. And there's the lady. Kamaya Hollinshed, who gets the Jets back out in front. The Jets with 5 unanswered points, turning a 4-point deficit into a 1-point lead. And as you can imagine, with 2:06 to play in the game, 1 point ain't comfortable. I guess it's more comfortable than behind by 1, but not much. Handoff given to Robinson. Floats it to the glass, off the rim. Gasama grabs it. Hands it over to Zico. Big possession for the Jets. Handoff given to Simmons. Shot clock to single digits. Jets need points. Rimmed out. Felton to the other end of the floor, tries to get it to Holmes. It goes out of bounds. And the Jets with another opportunity to build a little more comfortable lead. And little would be the key phrase. It wouldn't be substantially so. Gasama. 3-point Jets lead. A 1-possession game with less than a minute to play. Davis. Rebounded by Liete. And a timeout on the floor asked for by the Jets. 42 seconds remain. Jets trying to build a 2-possession lead late. Got a final score. And that rolls out of bounds off Simmons. Final score, Georgia Highlands knocking off Central Georgia Tech 63-37. Here, a one-possession game with the Bobcats in possession of not the lead, but the ball. Stolen away by Simmons. And then the foul committed by Felton. Huge free throws coming up for Simmons. An opportunity to make it a two-possession ball game. First one rims out, meaning this one's even bigger for the 74% free throw shooter. Couldn't get either to fall. Basketball belongs to the Jets. Out of bounds off Lawrence. And now the officials will talk. This could be a huge change of possession. If that's what happens, and apparently will not. Thought for a moment they might overrule one official over the other. And now you got a technical charge to Theo Howard. Well, there's the lady standing in the stripe getting ready to shoot after the technical called on Theo Howard. Hollenshed, a 68% free throw shooter. Trying to expand this to a two-possession game. And she may not have the highest shooting percentage from the charity stripe, but I think they're calling on her elder statesman leadership. Got one of two, but that was a big one. Plus possession of the basketball. Ball brought in from the near sidelines. Well, that was a huge technical call. Gives the Jets a two-possession lead and possession of the basketball. And now a timeout asked for by the Jets. 17 seconds remain. Jets are 17 seconds away from hopefully breathing a sigh of relief. .9 to play, a two-possession contest. Jets with the basketball, bringing it in for the baseline. And I think you got a foul prior to the throw-in. And Gasama will shoot. They got a couple of scores from up in Tennessee in baseball. It was Walter State knocking off Ren Lake 10-zip in the first game of the doubleheader. And in ladies basketball, Walter State with a 33-14 lead over Jackson State at halftime. Here it is a 63-58 contest. Gasama hitting both. Over goes to Davis. That'll go out of bounds. Eight seconds left. Looks like the Jets are going to escape with a victory. But it has been a hard-fought one. From the top of the key. Gasama with a rebound. Down it goes to Hollinshed, and this game is over. Wow, what a contest. And it took a 10-0 run at the end of the game to propel the Jets to victory. But they will win it. Improved to 25-5. And keep hopes alive. If you don't win the conference championship, there is still hope for an at-large bid. And South Georgia Tech will win at 64-58. Thanks for watching our coverage. It's been great to have you on the other end of the broadcast. Jets will head back to Americus, Georgia with a hard-fought win under their belts. But a win nonetheless. Robert Williamson saying so long. Thanks for watching Jock Jive.